As a security guard, I'd seen my fair share of eerie places, but nothing quite prepared me for the desolate silence of the cemetery at night. The moon cast an ethereal glow over the tombstones, casting elongated shadows that seemed to dance among the graves. It was my duty to keep watch over this silent city of the dead, a responsibility that often left me with a creeping sense of unease. The night shift had always been a lonely affair, but within the confines of the cemetery, the solitude took on an entirely different hue. The air was thick with the scent of earth and decay, a chilling reminder of the inevitable passage of time. My footsteps echoed through the rows of gravestones, each one a testament to lives long past. I tried to shake off the eerie feeling that clung to me like a second skin, focusing on the task at hand. As I made my rounds, a sense of being watched settled upon me. The darkness seemed to hold secrets, and every rustle of leaves or distant sound amplified my growing apprehension. But I brushed it off as my mind playing tricks on me, the product of being alone in this spectral sanctuary. The night wore on, and the cemetery lay still, enveloped in an unsettling quietude. I settled into my routine, patrolling the grounds with a wary eye. But then, as the witching hour approached, a strange sensation seized me, a feeling that I was not alone. I scanned the tombstones, the shadows appearing to shift and move in the moonlight. It was then that I noticed a figure standing amidst the graves, a silhouette that seemed to materialize from the darkness itself. My heart skipped a beat, and I approached it cautiously, my hand instinctively reaching for the flashlight at my hip. The figure remained still, shrouded in an eerie stillness that sent a shiver down my spine. "Hey, you shouldn't be here," I called out, my voice echoing through the silent expanse. But the figure didn't respond, didn't even acknowledge my presence. I closed the distance, the beam of my flashlight revealing a woman, her back turned to me, her long, tattered dress swaying in the gentle breeze. "Ma'am, this is private property. You need to leave," I tried again, my voice tinged with urgency. As I drew nearer, the woman's posture remained unchanged, as if she were frozen in time. I reached out a hand to tap her shoulder, but before I could make contact, she turned around, her face obscured by the darkness. A chill ran down my spine, and I stumbled back, my heart hammering in my chest. Her eyes, glowing orbs that seemed to pierce through the night, met mine, sending a jolt of primal fear coursing through me. Who are you?" I stammered, my voice barely above a whisper. She didn't speak, but her gaze held mine with an intensity that felt suffocating. Her ethereal presence seemed to emanate an otherworldly energy, a haunting reminder of the line between the living and the dead, blurring in the stillness of the cemetery. I fumbled for my radio, my fingers shaking as I called for backup. But when I looked up again, the woman had vanished into the darkness, leaving behind an empty space among the graves. The minutes stretched into an eternity as I waited for my colleagues to arrive, the cemetery eerily silent once more. When they finally reached me, I tried to recount the encounter, but my words faltered, unable to capture the surreal terror that had gripped me moments before. We searched the entire cemetery, but there was no trace of the mysterious woman. My colleagues dismissed it as a trick of the light or a figment of my imagination, but I couldn't shake the haunting image of those glowing eyes. As the night waned and the first light of dawn peeked over the horizon, I found myself glancing back at the cemetery one last time. The graveyard lay tranquil, the tombstones standing silent sentinel to the mysteries that dwelled within their midst. That night would forever linger in my memory, a chilling reminder that the veil between the living and the dead was thinner than we dared to imagine, and that some secrets of the cemetery were meant to remain veiled in the cloak of the night.